So how about this? This Wednesday in Albany, New York, for the first time ever, La Buena Loca versus DMD. Come play with me, Britt.
Whoa! Approaching the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Got a half Nelson in there. Oh, the counter. Britt floats through. They can lockjaw. Great counter. Great counter. Britt, can she get him? It is the lockjaw, and Britt gets the win. Here is your winner, Dr. Britt Baker.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's get to it, y'all. So, last video tonight for AEW Dynamite, and let's talk about this women's match, man. Britt Baker versus Taya Valkyrie. And I was definitely, ever since Taya Valkyrie called out Britt Baker, man, I've been wanting to see this match. And it's the first time we're ever getting this match. You know, these two had never fought each other before. And this is the first time we're getting it. So I always like to see freshness, too, when you never seen somebody fight before. Because it's very rare we get this in pro wrestling sometimes when it's usually someone has to be new to the company in order for you to get it, you know. So La Rira Loca, which means crazy blonde, I believe like crazy blonde in Spanish. La Rira Loca. Taya Valkyrie went against Dr. Britt Baker. So let's get into how this match went. And I like how Britt Baker was. Britt Baker seems to have her mojo back. There was a backstage segment with her and Renee Paquette, and I like how she was, you know, back to her sassy ways. And Britt Baker is one of those baby faces right now that doesn't have to be corny. Like, she's keeping her sass from when she was a heel, and I like that. Because I don't think you have to book her too much different. I think sometimes with baby faces, the bookers go a little bit over the edge with how they book. I think baby faces could always still have that edge to them, man. You know, if they had it before when they were heels. So, let's get into it. So, after the commercial break, so Taya Valkyrie was really dominating Britt Baker in the first half of the match. So, we come back from the commercial break. Baker put her down with a ripcord elbow strike. A short time later, Valkyrie caught Baker with a kick. Baker came back with a lousy superkick. And then Valkyrie tagged her with a knee strike and a clothesline for a 2 count. Baker went to the ropes and jumped off and then took a northern like suplex. Let's see. Baker threw a better super kick than the previous one. Baker hit a Panama Sunrise and covered the Valkyrie for a near fall. Baker took out her glove and played to the crowd. Valkyrie avoided a neck breaker and then speared Baker. Valkyrie went for a Rose Valhalla, but Baker countered into a takedown and applied a lockjaw for the win. So she was able to get that lockjaw after she avoided the Rose Valhalla, and that was all she wrote for Taya Valkyrie, who lost this match in almost 10 minutes. So I really liked the match. I liked the match. It wasn't quite at the level that I thought it was going to be, but I liked the match overall, though. Like, I thought it was pretty much what I kind of expected from both of them. I would say Taya's match with Sky Blue was a little better on Collision, but this was still pretty good. I'm actually glad that they've actually been showcasing Taya Valkyrie as much as they can, though. They aren't just like leaving her lost in the sauce and like she's someone that we don't see for like 3 or 4 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. So I'm glad that at least she's been booked better. And I got some things to say about some things as far as the title goes. But let's go over the poll. So on the poll, I asked you guys who was going to win. Let's see. Oh, nice turnout. Nice turnout here. Nice turnout. I wasn't expecting this many votes at this point. So I only put this up like 4 hours ago. We almost got 400 votes, 382 votes, 32 likes. You guys can still vote in this, by the way. Britt Baker, landslide victory over Taya Valkyrie, 78%. I think I thought this match could have went either way, but I knew Britt Baker was going to win. Now the question is, thank y'all for voting, by the way, in the poll. The question is now, is this going to lead to Britt Baker climbing back up the ladder to either go get Toni Storm or Chris Statlander? Could they do Chris Statlander and Chris Baker for the TBS title? Because Britt Baker has never got the TBS title yet. I would love for them to explore that and put that match on All Out. That'd be an All Out match for the TBS title against Chris Statlander. I think that'd be good. I think that'd be a good match. I don't know if you give it to Britt Baker or not, but that'd be good. Because on Rampage, they were talking about doing Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose, and the winner of that match would most likely take a shot at Toni Storm. Hikaru Shida's winning that one. I already know they're going to have Hikaru Shida win that one. But we'll see. I'll try to cover the match for Rampage, by the way, on Friday, so we'll see how it goes. I did want to mention this, too. There was somebody in the crowd who said, book the women's division better. I do got to say, man, I like some of the stuff I've seen this year from AEW. I think this has been their best year as far as the women's division goes. The Outcasts, just doing what they've been doing with them. They've done a lot better with the booking of Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale. Taya Valkyrie's been in some good matches this year. They've done a lot better than what they've done in the past, the first 3 years of the company. But it still could get way, way better because NXT and Impact right now, they're still like, and I feel like the WWE is starting to hit a wave, especially on Raw with the women. They're starting to hit a little bit of a wave there with the women, with the way the women are being booked lately. So yeah, they still got to get their act together on AEW, and I feel like what's dragging them down is two things. I think first of all, you don't give the woman too much time. You only have like one match in the show. You can't really do that, bro. You're gonna have to get a woman at least like 2 matches in the show. If you can't do that, at least give the woman Rampage or something, because they need like an NXT show. And I think one of you guys was talking about that in my comment section as well recently, that either give them a woman show or give them an NXT type show where we could see more of the younger ladies and like Sky Blue or something like that, where they could get showcased a little better. One of those 3 shows needs to showcase the women a lot more than if you're not going to showcase them like that on Dynamite and Collision, at least give them Rampage then. At least give them Rampage, bro. At least give them Rampage, bro. That'd be like my main concern going forward, is that they still need to like do a little better with the women's division. But I will say this year, I forgot to mention Julia Hart. Julia Hart's been showcased decently as well. It's a little better this year, but it's still got a whole lot of work to do. Still got a whole lot of work to do in the way they book it, man. And sometimes I wonder if it's because they don't care enough about the women's division or not. That's always been a perception with the way Tony Khan books. Does he care about the women's division enough? There are concerns. Like, I think it needs to be addressed eventually, like what they do with the women. Because look at the WWE. They got such a heavy presence with the women. You might get 2 to 3 matches in one show, especially on Raw. On Raw, you might get 3 matches in one night. NXT, just last night, we got about 2 matches. We always get a ton of segments with the women, like backstage and stuff. They always showcase. No, it was really 3, because if you count Roxanne Perez and Blair Davenport at the grocery store, that was like 3, man. And then we always get like 2 or 3 on Impact. Like, AEW is the one that still lags behind with the women, man. So they still got a little ways to go. I do think they've gotten better this year, but they need to showcase them more. The problem is the way they showcase them. They need to showcase them a little bit more, man. We need to learn. Like, we get too much of this brief pausing with some of the women and not enough good storylines too sometimes too. So they need to fix all that. But that'll do it for me, man. I'll see y'all over the weekend with Rampage and Collision, man. I'm probably not going to do too much with Collision because I do need to cover Great American Bash on Sunday night. But I do want to cover whatever the women's match is going to be, and also FTR MJF. I definitely think I'm going to do that, and I'm definitely going to cover the Hikaru Shida and Nyla Rose match. Go ahead and give this video a like, y'all. Give me your thoughts on all of this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching After News Delight.